want to wear this anymore.
I feel like they probably should still be required because COVID hasn't necessarily left us yet.
Mixed reaction to a federal judge's decision to strike down the national mask mandate on public transportation. Within just 48 hours, the CDC had objected, saying, quote, "Masking in the indoor transportation corridor remains necessary for the public health." And now the Justice Department is appealing.
They're going back to the table and they're putting more money down. So this could end up adding to a rather poor record that they've already established in the courts.
Interestingly, the Department of Justice's appeal came after President Biden said that wearing a face mask is a personal choice.
Mr. President, should people continue to wear masks on planes?
That's up to them.
And rightly so. But then, as with so many other issues, the White House press secretary stepped in as interpreter.
What the president was speaking to is, of course, because we are not currently implementing the mask mandate, it is not a requirement, so people can choose, even as we recommend it. But to be clear, we are recommending everyone wear masks on planes.
Officials say they're following the science, but some doctors claim the mandates are stopping a much-needed pivot from containment to mitigation.
The idea of mitigation is a choice to take a vaccine, which I think works, to wear a mask if you're at high risk in close quarters, not forced. That's the key distinction.
New York, of course, is still insisting on masks on mass transit, but many passengers are already wearing them below their noses. Many are likely envious of those now liberated from 2 years of COVID restrictions, often imposed for what seem to be political reasons. And by the White House's own admission, even today's appeal is about more than just the pandemic.
For current and future public health crises, we want to preserve that authority for the CDC to have in the future.
But it's also the way in which the change in rules was once again rolled out by the authorities, which is adding to people's frustration.
When people thought that they bought a ticket, came to the airport, got on a flight with a certain set of rules, and they changed mid-flight.
If you choose to, you may remove your mask.
Elsewhere, and even New Jersey's Phil Murphy, one of the most mandate-happy governors, lifted the mask order on New Jersey transit.
I think it's a matter of choice. If other people want to wear them, I think that's fine.
But again, opinion was divided over the decision, with one commuter even pitching the New Jersey Transit Board on the implementation of a so-called mask car prior to the mandate being lifted.
It's easy enough to try, and if it doesn't work, roll back. And it's also not asking New Jersey Transit to reinvent the wheel. You currently have quiet cars with signage and specific rules.
Today, the CDC wants the mask mandate reinstated so they can further study the data. So perhaps for now, the best route is to follow the lead of passengers at Chicago O'Hare Airport.
I didn't know if it was required or not, so I'm just wearing it ready if somebody tells me to put it on, but not really wearing it otherwise.
I brought a couple masks just in case so I could be compliant.
You feel that a mask keeps you safer? Please continue. I cannot impose that. It's a free country.